De Beers Mine employees will march to voice their dissatisfaction about a trust that was established to assist the jobless workers. They allege that there is corruption within the trust, which has failed to address the plight of workers. I want to bring in now SABC News reporter Reginald Witbooi. He is following up on this story. Reginald, thank you very much indeed for your time. Tell us more, firstly, about this trust.
Good morning to you, Blaine. Like you've indicated in the introduction there, it was in 2006 when 1,500 people were retrenched by De Beers Mining Company. Now, what De Beers ultimately decided and what was agreed upon, that they are going to give the retrenched or the jobless people 5 million rand to invest, and then also adding to that a mining dumping site here in Kimberley. Now, these elderly people who are behind me, they are unhappy because they are saying that they haven't seen any funds from the trustees. The problem is not with De Beers, they are saying the problem is with the trustees because they are not getting any update from the trustees, and that's the reason why they are marching from this circle here in Khalishiwe to the Colville plant, which is about 5 kilometers. I'm bringing in now one of the conveners, Mr. Leslie. Good morning to you, sir. You are saying that you are unhappy about alleged corruption within this trust fund. Just tell us more about that, your concern, please.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this opportunity to allow us to express our gripes to the Society of South Africa. What is basically happening to this operation? It is that De Beers he has allocated about an amount of 5 million rand to the beneficiaries for the trust to operate. They went on further to provide a portion of their rights, which is the Colville dump, for them to process, recover diamonds from that dump, and then sell those diamonds for their economic empowerment. So what the trustees have then done, they have then got a contractor called Patrick Mason. So Patrick Mason is a contractor according to the MPRDA section 101. It says the contractor is an employee of the trust. Now it appears it is the other way around. Mason seems to be the owner of that dump, and the trustees, when we raise this matter to them, they are throwing a blind eye on. Now we are saying today that as the plant has been operational for the past 2 years, the plant has never yielded any benefits to the beneficiaries until this day. That's number one. Number two, the beneficiaries have never got an opportunity of economic spin-offs from that dump through employment opportunities. What Patrick Mason opted to do was to recruit people from Warrenton, Schweizerennek, Wolmaranstad, Christiana. Those are the people who are working at that plant. I think they have employed about 6 or 8 beneficiaries from the complement of 60 people at that plant. And the plant is operating 24 hours. And the unfortunate part, it is that when we raise this matter with the trustees are refusing to budge on the matter. They would not be standing here, these beneficiaries, if they would have had employment at that plant. Now, the contractor has failed in his contractual obligations to ensure that the plant layout is according to what De Beers has advised the trustees to be. Now, the plant has been expanded twice in 2020, but still the beneficiaries were not employed. How he got employees that he has currently, we don't know. The trustees are refusing to stand as the representatives of the beneficiaries with Mason. So the beneficiary then decided that our plight, it is best placed when we raise it ourselves, because this is now the plan layout, how the plan should have looked like. It is nowhere near this layout, and this is what the BS have said the plan should look like. Now, Patrick Mason then opted that he will use external infrastructures to process the concentrated diamond ore at Holpan, at Monster Mob here in Kimberley. And Holpan is about 60 kilos outside Kimberley. Now, at Holpan, we wrote to the Director General of the DMR, who then shut that plant down. And it is shut down as a result of that letter that we wrote on the 15th of June to the Director General of DMR. Because we tried to engage the local officers here in Kimberley, and they've constantly been failing us. We have raised our gripes with DMR that those guys are not compliant to the mine works program. So they have thrown also a blind eye on the matter. So today, when we go there, we want to highlight it to Patrick Mason. Given that Patrick Mason in January, in his court outcome at the High Court, that Patrick Mason must not be found guilty as one of the conditions for the same charges, because we have found out that in the 3 layer of his pen, we do not receive bigger diamonds. That's what the trustees have said. There are no bigger diamonds, it's only fine diamonds, 1 carat up to 4 carats. There are no 10 carats, there are no 90 carats, there are no 70 carats. But the funny part is that all those artisanal miners, they are able to recover 90 carats with picks and shovels. But we are mechanized, we can't find not even a 190 carats diamond. So that's our gripe. We are saying, where are the bigger diamonds going? We want to get the report, because the trustees do not provide us with audited financial statements. They do not give us reports of diamond recovery. They do not give us reports on how the trust is faring at this moment. Right now, the last meeting that we had with the trustees, it was the 1st November in 2020, where they called the beneficiary to say payment. That was the one agenda item that they have raised. But they did not indicate the report, because what we want is the reports. They must report how they recover diamonds, and how are they selling the diamonds, and when are they registering the diamonds. Because we went to Diamond Board, they said the last time when they registered those diamonds, it was February 2020. It means all along they have not been registering.
Sir, I just need to ask you this. You are going to march to the Colville plant, to the trustees, raise your grievances.
Yes.
But if you are not getting the satisfactory outcome of it, what's the next step?
The next step from here is that we have sourced the help from the Lawyers for Human Rights to take the matter to court for us. Because these gentlemen behind me here, they will not be able to afford legal costs. Because if we have to apply for an interdict, it's going to be costly for them. So hence the Lawyers for Human Rights, they have said they are prepared to help us. So I've been in communication with the lawyer from Lawyers for Human Rights. They have said no, they are prepared to take the matter. So that will be our next step.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, Blaine, there you have it. And if I can just step out of shot, you can see that these retrenched people holding placards, reading "Economic empowerment is life." I can also see "Inhumane treatment is a crime. We're sick and tired of EMD's insensitivity." So there you have it, from Leslie telling us that they are not going to leave things as is. They have engaged with the trustees before, no satisfactory outcome, not getting any audit, financial statements. And he's also mentioning that if they are not going to get the satisfactory outcome from the trustees, they are engaging with the lawyers of human rights who will be able to assist them to deal with this situation and their grievances, so that they can see finances on their side, because according to them it's wrong that trustees are benefiting, they are not getting update, not seeing any funds. So they are not going to leave it here, but they will raise the grievances today with the trustees there at the Colville plant, and we'll be following them that side also, just to get response from the trustees on this critical matter that these elderly people are facing.
Response from all sides of the story is important. Thank you very much indeed, Reginald Witbooi, live for us there in Northern Cape. Thank you very much indeed.